Right here, next piece of knowledge. And as you see here, right, Islam. So Islam, the meaning of Islam is submission. So Islam, is obviously the same as Islam, right? Submission. This this submission idea, right, is particularly relevant to the Kurd, as I'm going to show at the end of this video, right? The submission idea. And obviously, like, this is Islam and their submission to God, right? And they pay careful attention to the mission idea, right? And the sub and the mission, right? So that brings about to Lewis, right? So Lewis is obviously Islam, right? Lewis, Islam or Islam, right? I mean, all the thing, obviously a lot of things. Lewis, British detective drama there. C.S. Lewis, of course. What was he done? One of the famous books. Clive Staples Lewis, yeah. I forget what books he done, like, was it the Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe or something? Chronicles of Narnia, and so they're about, like, magical fantasy stuff and all that. Yeah, and so it's Islam, see, C.S. Islam. And Aslan the Lion, right, is king of the beasts, right? The son of Emperor over the sea. The beast in the sea, right? Again, like the submission idea, right? And again, Aslan is Islam, right? And I didn't know C.S. Lewis had done that. I showed the Aslan the Lion, because it's a lion in another video. So it's Islam the Lion by C.S. Islam. So it's all Islamic, And of course, the lion is one of the symbols of Islam, the lion. Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, a bit of hexcraft. And the war, the wardrobe, the ram, the doctor's the doctor's robe. So it's all, Islamic trans stuff and all that. Yeah, love a bit of lion in Islam. Of course, it makes a lot more sense that lions, it's to be found out in Africa and all them places and what it is in Britain. It becomes, the lion becomes the symbol of Britain, where it's from Africa. You didn't get any lions knocking around in Britain or something. They're totally native to Africa. Yeah, lions and motif in Islamic art. And obviously the crescent moon and five-pointed star. And also a lion and sun. Iranian, Arab, Turkic and Mongol traditions, of course, Islamic countries in that scene. So the lion in Islam. Non-Muslims fleeing from the message like donkeys fleeing from a lion. And of course the country of Iran. The country of Iran basically has this sort of symbol of the lion and sun as its as its sort of symbol. Lion and the sun idea, with of course the scimitar sword, or like, you know, the bit like a scythe type of thing. And that's the Iran Politics Club. You know, you have the name Lewis Hamilton, right? Obviously the Islam, the Lewis, but the Hamilton, right? They got the lion, the Ham, the lion. You know, so this is very Islamic name and all, you know, but underneath, on the T, on T. But again, you know, it's truly Islamic. You know, like Lewis Hamilton is just like an Islamic name as you can get. You know, Islamic as. And you have Lewis Masonic, which is one of the biggest Masonic companies. Founded in the 19th century and specialised in Masonic literature, Freemasonry, quest for immortality, the duties of the apprentice master. So, you know, Islam Masonic, you know, you end off. Islam Masonic. And of course, basically, when you have Lewis, you know, Lewis becomes Levi's. You know, like the jeans, Levi's. Lewis Masonic. And Robert Luamas. Human symbolism. So you see, we are Islam Masonic. And if you've seen a lot of like religious stuff about and all that, right? Seen a couple of times and stuff about how the Antichrist rising out to sea or something is the beast. And some of them said, I've seen a couple of times, they've said it's like Islam is the beast out to sea or something. Right? Well, that would make sense with this type of knowledge, right? Because when the Lewis becomes the Levi, right? The Levi often is the beast out to sea, right? And the submission, you know, the submission to God is the, you know, like the submarine in the mission to go over the sea and, you know, get authority and power by the dragon, which is a symbol of Wales, which is again Islam, you know what I mean? So it's all, you know, it's all cobblers type of thing, but it sort of all links together, makes sense. And there's 7-Eleven. Always 7-Eleven when you see Islam, right? So you know what it's about. Islam is the beast from the sea, in that it's an overseas religion coming across to the west and taking over the west. See what I'm saying? Rise up out the sea. So that would be why the Islam is the beast out to sea. Know what I mean? You see how, you know, the Islam becomes Lewis, Lewis becomes Levi. So this is the sea serpent, the Leviathan. You see what I mean? So it's all like the religious stuff, yeah. Of course, corresponds. And that there, this book, The Matter, Form and Power of a Commonwealth by Thomas Hobbes. So you know what I'm saying? The Commonwealth idea, and you know the mass immigration, you know, goes with Islam. You know what I mean? Because obviously it's a foreign religion. Like it's from the East. So you know what I mean? The whole thing was basically around getting the Islam over the sea. You know, over the sea to the Western countries, the European countries, and basically taking over. You see? And as a fair pointed out, the Jewish idea is the Hofjudens, it's the servants of the court, the Moorish court, in order to take over the West. They're crossbreeds, see, crossbreeds like the devils made by Jacob, the crossbreeds. Like Jacob Rothschild and that Lord Jacob Rothschild. So you can see what it's all about, It all makes sense when you look at it, you know what I mean, in the proper knowledge in that. Multi-headed sea serpent, like different religions type of thing, Cornerstone of Western political philosophy. And there you go. And it's like the sea serpent's done its job then, It took over the West. And it produced a social contract between the ruler and the conquered peasants, like, you know what I mean? The chaos monster. Order of chaos, So this Atlantis idea again has got to be to do with Islam as well. Islam, Islam. So it's all same thing. And when you mention that dragon, of course, in that Revelations thing, see? Of course, you got the Welsh dragon. And Wales again. Islam this time, Islam, Islam. So you know what I mean? Just see, it's all Islamic, you know what I mean? Because all the religions obviously are together. And like I pointed out in a few videos, they didn't have any religion in the West. They had to import it, and use a lot of trickery and all that to get in religions, basically the trans program end up. So they didn't have a trans program in the West, they had it in the East. And they wanted it over into the West. You see there, it's inspired by the symbols of the Persians, who are, Islamic. The Scythians, again, like the sword, what the lion of Persia or Iran, carrying that curved sword, it's like a scythe, see? So it's a symbol of the trans idea. Doctor, doctoring people in drag, like the Prophet Muhammad and that when he dressed up as a woman. When you have all the stuff about Prophet Muhammad, cross-dressing and wearing women's clothes, which is drag, It's basically a cover-up for the trance, the full trance. As I explained in another one, the clothing is like the rupa like Europe. Right? And that refers to the nakedness of Adam and Eve, which refers to the natural state until they put the clothing on, which is the trance. Right? So you can see how it all codes together. So Muhammad was trans, right? Again, that totally goes hand in hand with what's going on in today's world, where it's a lot of trans coming about and a lot of gay pride and all that, etc. You know what I mean? The U-boat, the submarine idea, was inspired by the Islamic stuff, the Islamic stuff and the biblical stuff. The sort of the sea, under the sea beast idea, it's basically inspired the submarine vessels. You know what I mean? Undersea boat. Of course, the U is 777. 21, 777. See what I mean? From Little Mermaid, but sea is vision, see? Yeah, sea is vision. So it's a day with like Lewis Masonic and that, vision.